Hi, it's Jenny from A Stamping Journey. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Wollongong, just south of Sydney, Australia. Thanks for joining me. Today's card that I'm going to share with you is a zigzag style card. It's just a different type of card, but I think it's really cool. And I've used the beautiful delicate dahlias, which is available for Sale-A-Bration. This is a gorgeous set. It's a distinctive style set, so you get that different shadings. And it's available as a free choice for Sale-A-Bration at the moment. This is for your orders over $180 Australian. You can choose this beautiful set. Have you checked Sale-A-Bration out yet? There are so many great choices. And now I can show you inside the catalogue. This glimmer paper is absolutely gorgeous and sparkly. I have some around here if I can grab it, but it's so sparkly, I'll use that soon. You have the cute penguin paper, the other gorgeous, some more gorgeous paper which you can colour. The paper choices for Sale-A-Bration this time are amazing. The sheep have been really popular. But I just really loved this delicate dahlia set and I couldn't wait to use it. So if you wanted to order anything, you can shop in my store and grab this or any of the other choices with your qualifying orders. But of course, if you've got a long wish list, it's best value to join the Stampin' Up family. And it doesn't mean you have to demonstrate. And as an added bonus, you get to choose a bundle free on top of the already great value. So let me know if you want to know more information, but I do have it on my blog. Let's get to the card. So this Zig Zag Fun Fold is just created with a strip of card, but I'm going to give you the dimensions. Don't stress about it though, because I'll have those on my blog as well. I'll give them to you in metric and imperial so you can create your own. So just to show you your card pieces, we'll go through the measurements, but don't stress trying to remember. You'll need 2 for your card base. This is your standard size card base, but instead of having a fold on it, you're going to cut that in half. So for metric, it'll be 10.5 by 14.8 or 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. You'll also need, I'm using 3 pieces of the gorgeous grape. One is for the outside mat. You're going to use it at 13.8 by 9.5 or 4 by 5 1/4 inches. The inside pieces are 10.3 by 7.5 or 3 1/2 by 3 5/8. So you'll need 2 each of those. You'll also need a white piece. That's for the front stamping. So it'll be 13.4 by 9.1 or 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So just remember, don't stress about these measurements. Now the important part is your zigzag piece. So this is a full length of cardstock for our metric. So it's 29.8 and by 7.1 centimeters wide. You're going to score that at 9.9 and 19.8. For imperial, you'll use at 3 3/8 by 10 1/2 inches. You're going to score that at 3 1/2 inches and 7 inches. So you can just do that on your paper trimmer. We'll just grab that and show you, just so if you're not familiar with that. So what you'll do is just add that into your trimmer. We're going to put that into place. I'm doing it 9.9 being metric, and just put your score line in that. Now, if you're lazy like me or you don't have a lot of room and you can't open your trimmer, just flip it around and you'll do it at 9.9 or your 3 1/2 inches on the other end as well. So that's how you'll score your white piece. before we assemble, let's just do some stamping. So I'll just put that to the side. I'll bring in our white pieces. You can do the stamping all at once. Now, this is gorgeous because you've got it's a two-step as well as being a distinctive style. So you have the outline and you have the solid image of each. So you have the outline of the flowers and the leaves and the solid, and the solid images is where you'll get that shading. So we're going to use all the stamps in this. So let's just do our large dahlia first. I'm doing the Gorgeous Great. I have to say I played around with a few different coloured variations just to get the different tonings, and I was happy with these colours. Can't go wrong with purple, can you, really? So give that a good ink up. And I'm just going to stamp that down the bottom corner here. Well, isn't the detail in that just amazing? I'll bring in the Highland Heather while I'm at it too. And we're just going to ink up the solid part. Now I want to give you a tip about this because sometimes it is hard to work out. But what I found was just look for this petal. Let me just find it myself. And there's a little curved petal here. There's this one down here. And I use that as a guide to stamp that over your line. So let's just, so you might be able to see that little tiny, it's like a little bit of a hook. That's where we're going to line it up with. So just ink that up in your Highland Heather. So, and it's great that it's a clear block so we can see through it. Give that a good press. All right, now we'll bring in our pale papaya. That's what I'm using for the smaller flowers. Just make sure that Gorgeous Great is and Highland Heather. I'm going to stamp that with that again in a moment, so I'm not closing that just yet. We're going to use that once again, the small outline, and I'm using the pale papaya for the solid as well. So you can stamp these anywhere you like to. But I'm just going to add 3. Now once again, to line it up, I'm using this small flower petal that's just a little bit lower than the others, and I can line that up with the other points there. So just find that place without getting my head in the way. There we are. And let's add some leaves while we're at it. For the leaves, I'm using the Old Olive for the outline and Granny Apple Green for the solid inside part. So let's just add some leaves for that. And just place those anywhere you like. We'll just add a couple of the larger leaves here. And I'm going to use the tiny leaf too because I thought they were really cute and nice to add. So just add a couple of these around your smaller flowers that we stamped. Oh, we don't want the olive in there. We want to have the Granny Apple Green. So they can just be stamped Just to add that colour, I like that you don't have to colour these in, but you do have that option being the solid, being an outline. You can colour those flowers. Now, of course, you can decorate and stamp the front of this however you like. So that's our front piece, but you'll also notice we've got some stamping on our inside pieces. So I'm going to do that now while we have all the ink pads and things. Get all the stamping done before you assemble. So if we bring in our white strip, we'll just put this aside for the moment. We are going to, if you fold it first, then you'll be able to work out where to go. So we're going to just fold that in that way and back that way. So we're just going to stamp on these two, the center one and the one on the right. So let's get our outline and our gorgeous grape and Highland heather again. I'm getting to the point of not enough room here, but I want to keep all these open because we're all just using the same ones. All right, let's just ink the right color first. So we've got the outline there, and if you notice, I've done the same on the other side. So stamp that flower in the center, flip it over, and you're going to stamp on our piece this side. Because then when you open it, you've got a bit of stamping on the other side. Add in our solid part now. I'm going to close this gorgeous grape up now because we are done with it, so we don't get our inky everywhere. Okay, let's stamp inside of our flower now. A little bit trickier because I don't have any of those parts that I like to line up with. It's off the page, but that's okay. We just want to add a little bit of colour in there. Didn't quite get a lot of ink on that, so I'm going to do that again. Okay, let's stamp inside this one now. Let's have a look. Just line it up roughly. Give it a good press. Okay, so we'll just add a little bit of leaves and some flowers as well. So we have our old olive and our granny apple green again. We're just going to stamp one leaf on this one. I think we need to move that out of the way. And we want another leaf on this side. So we'll just add one here. Add some fill colour with the solid, the granny apple green. And if you want to, you can add a small leaf, which I have done. So I'll just pop a small leaf down there. You just stamp however you like. All right, now we'll get those green ones closed up. Let's add some small flowers now. Once again with the solid. Once again with the outline. It's down there. We'll put one in the top corner up here too. I did that in olive then. Oh well, we'll just go with it, okay? Just like, you know, we'll just keep going. Now don't forget your sentiment. I've done, these sentiments are from the Many Messages stamp set. I've actually cut my stamp set up. It's all comes as one stamp, but I found it much more versatile and more usable, I think, to cut them all up individually. And I've used this set so many times. So both the sentiments are from the stamp set. So I'm using the Memento for that. Wishing you a year of magical moments and wonderful memories. All right. And you'll want it for your front piece. That's done separately. So I've just got a little piece of card here. This time I'm going to stamp Hooray It's Your Birthday. Let's get our inks and our stamps out of the way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this with the Messages die, just using one of the shape dies from that. So I'm just going to run to the die cut machine to cut that out for you. Okay, we have die cut our sentiment. I'm not going to use that immediately, so I'll just put that aside. What we need to do is put our card together. So let's bring our pieces back in and stick this together. And I wanted to show you some tips on putting this together to help you. So firstly, our front. So I'm just going to use the Tombow multi-purpose glue because I've said it so many times. I love how you can just slide it into place, because I don't know about you, but I can't line up a piece of card straight right from the start. So it gives me that little bit of wiggle room. Just stick that down on that. Now you can stick that straight there, but what I've actually done is raise that up with dimensionals. So we'll just get that. Add a few of these. If you've got the big ones, that's good. I've just got small ones on hand at the moment, but just add a few around. And I like to put them in the middle too, just to raise that up. So we'll just take all those off. So just center that on your card front, just like that. So then we'll bring our other pieces in. You'll need to stick your white piece on your Gorgeous Great pieces first. That makes it so much easier. So just on the back of this section, you're just going to add Tombow around there. If you prefer tape, use that as well. Don't feel you have to use this type of glue. Just use your preference. Fold it up and so you can line that easily onto your card. Give that a good press. Now on this part, add some glue as well. And what you'll want to do is leave that folded and line this up. You're going to sandwich the white card between the two Gorgeous Grape ones. So just ensure that that's lined up with your piece underneath, and you have your white strip folded up in between them. So then this is the part you need to line it up. Just add adhesive onto the back of this section. Now you want to centre that on your Pale Papaya card, your base. Just see that it's centered, give it a good press. And then add your glue on the back of this one. This time you're going to sandwich that piece with your card front. So line that up with the base card. If you're happy with it, just to show you, it's just lined up. Give that a good press. So this is how your zigzag is formed. So you have your stamping on the back, so it have some nice area to look at there. You could leave it plain if you want to. So we'll just do our sentiment. I'm going to add a strip of the Gorgeous Grape ribbon, which is just lovely and soft. And to do that, I've just cut a strip. And we can I'll just check from that which way to go, this way. Just like that. We'll add some adhesive on it. Let's have a look. Okay, once you've got your ribbon right, just add some dimensionals onto the back of that. I'll just add 3, just so the center is not going to sink down. I think that Gorgeous Grape ribbon, just a little subtle amount, gives you that little pop of colour. I'm just going to have to put it so it doesn't cover the flower, but anyway, we can adjust that later. You get the idea. And we'll finish it off with a Gorgeous Grape embellishment. These are from the Pastel Pearls, which are very pretty colours. And we're just going to finish off with one of those. So there you have your zigzag card. It's quite fun. I look forward to seeing what you make with it. So thanks for joining me. Don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, to subscribe to my channel so you'll get more videos. But I look forward to sharing another card with you soon. Bye.